How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Catterson here. It's more person of interest time as we're on episode 7 of this season. Of course, not long to go now. Not long to go now. I'm just sad. I mean, especially entering this week as of recording. It's the 8th of December, and there are quite a few things ending. Of course, for like one of them, I'm going to have to wait a few weeks for to watch said ending, considering it's anime, and the anime in particular, I watched the dub of it, so yeah, My Hero Academia, but also John Cena's retiring, and now I'm just sad because of the fact that, well, we've got Person of Interest, we've got like nearly a handful of episodes left remaining, so yeah, but you kind of got the idea with the last episode, to be fair, with especially some of the little dialogues that were used, like "buckle up, kids," or this whole idea of enjoy this happiness whilst you can, because it's gonna go downhill from here onwards. We've done our beach episode. Now we're bracing ourselves for the big bad, aren't we? Yeah. But this is Person of Interest. It's episode 7 of season 5. Let's go. Oh, there's with Fusco as well. Oh my god, Root.
I was too unstable to retrieve any of the evidence. The department's gonna want to know what I was doing there. Not sure what to tell them yet. Or who I can trust.
Ooh. He does want to be letting on the know, but they're gonna keep shutting him out.
Sorry to hear that. I should have looked into the city planner, not you. If you continue with this investigation, just remember, there's a reason John and Harold are presumed dead.
But it's gonna be appetizing for him to be involved.
Mind if I take this?
Oh my god.
I'll handle this mission. Will you just answer me about Shaw?
Why am I somehow getting flashbacks? Wow. Kinda looks like,
I just want to
he kinda looks like Mark Shepard. But I'm just getting flashbacks to that Angel episode.
The ballet. You never should have accepted that invitation.
What?
Get down.
Damn. All in that as well. Wow! She's spoken for.
I've waited long enough. No more roundabout instructions. Quit being a wimp and talk to me.
You're gonna take this. Oh, I don't think the machine likes you. The same one?
I can't stay on our heels for...
Turned into a tourist attraction. Residual paranormal energy remains. This electromagnetic frequency meter will help to determine whether the haunting
but it's not needed Sam's
true.
EMF.
Got the backpack, gonna have to improvise.
Shit! Hi, guys! Oh, guys. Oh, that'll work. No, seriously, I would take an episode of Root just going through all of the aliases.
You must be here for the producer gig.
The machine just steering her on the right.
To your leader.
Oh, God.
Take a little break here and we'll be
Oh,
back.
God. Help me! Stop!
Here quits. Max refused to cancel his show for tonight, so luckily HR had your resume on file, and
Funny?
seemed like you might be as much of a kook as he is. No offense.
I'm taken.
You're listening to Mysterious
It's understandable.
Transmission. They exist, so where are they?
I think non-human
I don't know.
intelligence is already here, Max.
I don't know. I was
Most
gonna
people
say,
are
this
just
does
too
kind
oblivious
of,
to see it.
Some think we haven't met any
play well with Samaritan.
I need to properly explain myself. Chinese satellites are the real threat.
Oh,
How so?
goodness.
Mind control waves, I've measured them, they're real. And I think you don't want to listen because they're controlling your mind as we speak.
I don't think anyone's controlling my mind.
Thought you were a real killer. Better not wet yourself.
You better not talk shit again.
Bandage with Shaw's hands.
Oh my
want to get in the
god.
car bloody.
Can we just do away with the simulator? It hurts me. My heart just cannot take this.
How's Detective?
Hi, earlier, Warren.
Oh, he's harmless. Been calling him for years. My listeners have
Yes.
a tendency to get defensive. I can't fault them for that. Don't tell me no one's ever called you
I mean,
crazy.
especially considering some of the stuff that will come out here.
Well, you get no argument from me.
The world is flat.
Warren really doesn't have anyone. Note to myself to talk to the station technicians, but
We may have a kerfuffle.
I realized something. Listen. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. It's specific.
It's the heartbeat of a Time Lord.
It's a pattern. Code.
A secret for a reason, Max. You sure whoever's doing this is gonna be happy you're exposing them over the air?
This is our chance to prove to the world that we're not crazy. I'm not gonna let that slip away.
Hey?
They're gonna make me kill myself.
Okay, Warren, buddy, just take a second. No one can make you
Okay, it took a turn.
Max. I have to.
Okay.
You don't have to.
Well, I think he's too late. Warren's already dead.
Wait, so who's calling
Looks
us
like
him?
a suicide. This guy's been dead for hours.
What the fuck?
And enlisted Warren to help him decode it.
Spoofed a call location. Stole a man's voice.
Then faked his suicide.
Who do you think
Max
that
pissed off
is?
Samaritan.
I didn't call you so you could talk me out of it. I called to warn you.
Warn me.
Yeah. You're next.
Nice Samaritan. Nice, nice. That's just... Oy. Voice AI, love it.
Maybe it would be better if we just killed ourselves. There's no place to hide, Max.
That's not
Once they have hold of you.
Death is our only sanction.
Wow! Wow!
This is Max.
This is
Green on
scary.
528.
Let's take this.
We're locked in.
That's scary.
Yeah.
The mind
There
control
we
comes
are.
in waves. Sometimes I feel like I'm in control and sometimes I don't.
You know, if you want voice acting, go to, like...
Roger that. Moving in.
Or
Using AI is just really low, guys. Just
I'm
saying.
happy to be a... Wait. So the code is real. It's not a coincidence that my team quits and then you just happen to show up as a perfect replacement, is it? Is your name even Rose?
Max,
Close. Close.
upset
The thylacine. It's an extinct animal species, an ecological
You're
tragedy.
gonna be an extinct animal species
On the other
in a
side of the
minute.
store, there's a woman who is working to bring the thylacine. If Kagawa is eliminated,
Just like cut to the chase because she's sick of this. But I feel like this.
Can I wake up now?
I feel like this is what they want. If she has a lacking of care and understands, it seems like progress. She just point blank killed her. I mean, of course, we know that Shaw is like, look, I'm just bored of this whole shit. Just put it in the bin. And she just cuts to the chase. But is that what Samaritan wants?
it's coming from the Samaritan laptop.
Uh-oh.
Wait, no signal can get in here
He's like baffled.
or out.
Magnetic pulses cause buzzing.
AM radio signal. Buzzing that most people write off as harmless interference.
But a trained Samaritan operative.
Yep.
Recognize it as hidden code.
Is this about the messages?
See, now every time I'm gonna hear that noise.
Using older technology like
Samaritan.
radio would allow Samaritan operatives to hide in plain sight.
Receive secret messages in the field or send them to
Oh
operation
no.
centers.
Oh no.
The machine wants me to send a message to Shaw.
But I mean, it's all this time. Like, I need to contact Shaw. No can do. But wait, there is a way.
First real time out of the facility since you got here. Real time?
What?
What are you talking about?
So she actually killed that?
Prominent genetic researcher Dr. Ayumi Kagawa was gunned down in her lab last night in what police are calling a random
Get the fuck out of here!
appeared to have been stolen.
We're still in a simulation now.
We're all living in a simulation. This is a simulation.
Kagawa has been
Shit.
No, this isn't.
They fucked her.
Printer. You've been infected by Samaritan, haven't you?
The bloody printer.
I don't mind if I use you to talk to my friend.
More than that. Please attack John with the broom. Oh god.
It's okay, Max. I'm a friend.
Oh, she's immune to it before. I've been fed with this shit too many times.
Try anything, I'm gonna stick this through your eye. All the way.
Get over here. I need a key card.
Wait, is she gonna... Wait. Sure.
On fire.
See you, but I recognize your behavior. You are an acolyte of the machine.
Oh my god, that's so sinister. The way that Samaritan was just speaking there was just so sinister.
To surrender, I will take you to the facility where Salim Shah is.
What? No!
No! Oh, fuck. She was so close.
I almost had her, John.
We need to get out of here now.
I got a message to her.
How do you know?
The machine helped me do it. I know.
Where are we?
But you have to lie about tonight.
Lie.
Those people were going to kill you before you could expose them.
If you're
never
gonna
mention
die
the
if you...
code, he won't have any reason to come after you anymore. Understand?
I promise. I'll lie.
It's just one tinsy lie. It's not gonna ruin the vibe of your show, right? I guess.
Forthright. We just didn't want you to get hurt.
I think you need to get your eyes checked glasses. After everything that's happened, you and John still can't show me the respect. Telling me what the hell's going on.
Lionel.
No. I'm done.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him, to be fair. I do get what they're doing. But you can only get... You can only go so long without being pissed off.
Promise to someone. But after some serious thought, I have to break it.
Max.
A few weeks ago,
I
discovered secret messages hidden in the airways. The static you've been picking up in our signal, it's a sophisticated code belonging to a shadowy organization.
Damn it. I'm going back.
It's too late.
Too late! He's dead!
It's electronic voice phenomena. I know because that's how Marie Antoinette communicates with me all the time.
Marie Antoinette?
Apparently her power increases in the fall.
I was gonna say, that's it.
Estimated how much his listeners care.
They'll let him have it.
This is proof.
Okay, maybe I'll... Fuck! Oh, shit! I was wondering... Yeah, you!
Did you know Max Green was going to die?
Yes.
That's not an answer.
Oh, he exercised free will.
We never should have trusted the machine's word.
Max chose to risk his life. She
He
can't
did.
stop him from doing that.
He did.
And now Shaw knows that we haven't given up on her. I wish we could have saved Max. But if we were able
made
to
his
give
bed.
Shaw...
Using the idea of free will as an excuse for moral attrition? Oh. I'm not sure I'm comfortable with where this is going.
Oh. It's over. It's over for them. It's over for them.
Thank you for helping me send that message.
In fact, my father is the administrator of Jamatia National Park. I can take you.
I would like that very much.
Missile silo. Alright. Alright. Oh. Yeah. Poor Max. Poor Max. Yeah. I thought they were going to let him have it just because of the fact that conspiracy theories, even if he's right, people are just going to believe anything they want. the truth could be caught up in, I don't want to say lies or whatever, because, I mean, people, that's it though, people could feel like, oh, he's telling bullshit. You know, I've got proof. The moon landing was fake and all of that. Sure, go off. He's just acting crazy. So, and yet they just kill him. Oh. But I guess you can't really make any, you can't really take any chances, can you? So, yeah. And it does create a bit of concern from Finch because of the fact that the machine authorized free will and didn't take preservation of... Because that's it, though. I mean, yeah, Max did make his own bed and he laid in it. Deathbed. But at the end of the day, of course, Finch... I can understand his concerns. Yeah. And he is us hopeful about the whole idea of the fact that, okay, well, Samaritan will just let him have it. Because he's talking out of his ass as far as they are concerned, considering, yeah, I've got to, I can prove it. I know it's real, but I can't prove it and all that shit. So let him have it. Then he's never going to be believed. Nope, you can't take that chance. Very decisive stuff with that argument towards the end. I'm wondering what's going to happen with that missile. So yeah. But I just really loved this episode. I loved how Root focused it was as well. Like, there was a lot of focus on Root in this episode. I was low-key hoping this episode was going to have her just being in different identities and all of that. Like, that would have been so cool. Just because it's so... Like, I don't know. I feel like there is a little fun element in terms of this is her identity this week. Whether she's a bride, whether she will be a taxi driver, whether she will be, you know, a conspiracy person, whether she works at a factory, whether she, you know, is a... oh, what's... I've forgotten the word now. But, you know, she works at the beach. Lifeguard. There we go. It slipped from me for a second. I would like... I do like the idea of an episode dedicated towards that, but I don't mind a few minutes as well. Kind of like how we got in episode 2, a few minutes of the machine still glitching out and struggling for facial identification in terms of, you know, like with that fun opener. I'll never forget it because it's, like I said, one of the best openers to a show ever, just with how iconic it was. So yeah, I'll take those few minutes, but yeah. But yeah, I mean, I just really enjoyed this episode. So yeah, it was just really fun stuff in terms of going through this whole situation of, you know, it's funny because now whenever you hear that sound, that interference, yeah, I'm just gonna be thinking shit. That's the effect the show will have on you because of the fact that, well, you know, we're getting the idea of how Samaritan are obtaining their orders, and you know, Max, bless his heart, paid the price for it. And I felt like it was just very interesting in terms of how things went by in terms of Max's whole story. Like I said, especially towards the end. I like, what's funny is my first thought was, and I would be surprised if many people thought this was, but towards the end, when he did die, I was thinking at first, wait, what if she's poisoned the cup? And then there's this idea of, okay, considering Max's, you know what, I've chosen my piece, I'm going to say it out loud. And you're like, well, he's going to get himself killed. And I was thinking with that woman bringing in the coffee and all of that, or whatever it was, whatever killed him. Oh, she drugged it and all of that? And then it's this whole kind of idea or they're just gonna like laugh him off. They're just gonna take the piss out of him, and Samaritan will think, I can just get caught up in fiction, really, in terms of narratives that people will believe in terms of their conspiracy theories that are not true, like the world being flat, or the moon landing was faked, all that shit. It can just be caught up in a sea of fiction. No. To be fair, like I said, you can't be too careful. Like, they probably got a good chuckle about it as well. Like, oh, look at that. All of these people are just taking the piss. We're still gonna get them. Yeah. So, it's so messed up. So rough. But, yeah, I did like the argument that did follow between Finch and Root. Very decisive. Like I said. Yeah. It's just very interesting, though, because of course they want to save people. And even Finch was like using free will as an excuse in regards to this whole moral ambiguity, really, that the machine is being placed in, because of the fact that the machine is like, Max made his bed, he laid in it, and it's like, that's no excuse. So, yeah. And it is understandable why people will think, why people might be in agreement with Finch, like, especially in this idea in his head that he built the machine with the idea to save people, to have that humanity. And for the machine to reply in response, Max exercised free will, so he made his choice. It does kind of seem like a little bit heartless, doesn't it, in terms of... it kind of feels like the machine, not saying that the machine said this, but it kind of does feel, you could argue, that the machine is saying, well, he got what he deserved. So, yeah. But that's it, though. It's also this worry that, especially with the machine and how there is this kind of relation to God, it does kind of feel a bit more rooted towards a bit of a God complex. Because if you're in the position of God, humans have their free will, and you can just be in that position to be like, they've done something stupid and they've gotten themselves killed. Well, they've got themselves to blame. They put themselves in that situation. So... yeah, it does have this idea of, it does have this it is interesting because it is still trying to be put on the pure path of what the machine should be, really, in a sense, because I think being the machine is giving Max that free will. I'm not trying to say, well, the machine was right to not step in. It's weird because the machine is still giving that idea of free will. And yeah, of course, you want the machine to step in and whatnot and be able to help. But I feel like Max... like, especially with the idea that they did give Max a bit of an out. You need to do this. You need to lie. They gave him a couple of options, because originally, go underground, new identity, you'll be safe. And Max refuted that. And he did again when they said, oh, look, you can keep your show going. You just need to lie about this. And still, he chose not to lie. So... I think this whole idea of forcing him to do something that is not free will does put the machine a step closer to being like Samaritan. So that's why the machine had such a callous viewpoint in Finch's mind to why, and that's why Finch agreed. And I do like it, though, because again, I mean, you could understand why Finch is a little bit upset with why it didn't step in to save people, but at the same time, you got to think that it's only doing like you can have conflicting ideas, and that's what I really, really love about moments like this, is where you can have conflicting ideas, where you can feel like it's becoming a bit like a god in terms of that careless nature and all of that. And, you know, with the Machine and Samaritan being viewed as gods and all of that, they can just have this idea of looking down on humanity and not giving a shit in terms of, well, they made their bed, they lied in it. But at the same time, you got to think about how the Machine is not wanting to become Samaritan, and is like, they've gave Max a few options that he could have chosen, and Max chose the worst. He chose the worst deck, really. So yeah, and the Machine is like, look, we gave, like, if I was the Machine, I would be like, look, we gave him a few options and he chose poorly. So, at least in terms of what the Machine said, if I was going to voice it any better in terms of giving... But I don't think it matters either way, because Finch's whole idea is to save people and all of that. But if you're gonna cling on to that idea of allowing people free will and all of that, avoiding Samaritan, sometimes you've got to have a cold response, I guess, in regards to the Machine, because otherwise, you don't want to become like Samaritan. That's not in the core in the core nature of the Machine, and so it's got to have a really callous way of looking at what Max did, I guess. So, but yeah, I can also understand why Fusco, and this is what I do love about the show. It's not like, oh, one guy's clearly an idiot and the other is clearly intellectual. But like with the whole Fusco Finch situation, in terms of keeping Fusco in the dark and all of that. Now, here's the thing. I don't blame him for quitting. I even said, look, he's going to get frustrated, but the team are keeping him in the dark for a reason. But at the same time, I can't exactly blame Fusco for being like, okay, I'm going to call it quits because this is just getting I'm just getting pissed off. You're not going to tell me I'm not going to stop using me. So it's understandable why Fusco is just bailing at this point, because of the fact that he's going to get so frustrating. With this, he's going to get so frustrated with this whole dilemma. At the same time, you know, they've done all of their best to keep Fusco in the dark, and he still ends up in like a very, very difficult situation. Yeah. With Fusco, I mean, how many times has he been, like, you think back to when he was kidnapped with Dominic, with HR, of course, he's been in danger before. And it will escalate with his involvement with Samaritan. Not to say that Lionel would be bad at his job or anything like that, but I think they've assessed what kind of kerfuffles Fusco has gotten himself into. And they can't take that chance. They want to, but yeah, they know how risky this is. So... especially with his family and whatnot. So I don't think they could really bring... I mean, Carter knew, but they even had to tiptoe, like, especially with the fact that she had a kid. They can't, like, they have to play risky in who is in on the know in terms of this whole Machine Samaritan gig, especially because Samaritan is a I guess new threat still that's risen, and the escalation has like the danger has escalated tenfold. So yeah, so I can understand why Lionel is pissed. But I could also understand why Finch is still keeping him in the dark. But it sucks, but I get it. I do get it. So, yeah. And I just feel so bad with but I gotta say, I love how she knew that message came from Root. Soulmates. They are soulmates. And, again, no one can tell me otherwise. My heart. But yeah, it was really, really beautiful stuff with how she knew. And she's got something cooked up, of course. But also, I just feel like I just feel so bad for her. Because this is what Samaritan wants. They want her to think about this whole idea on if she is in a simulation or not. And I just love it, though, because I'm sure it's been a meme in terms of we are all living in a simulation and all of that. Just, yeah. I don't think it came from the show or anything like that, but I just love the idea of Shaw having this... well, I say I love the idea, but it makes for great storytelling, because I am like, stop putting her in this simulation. And they're like, alright. Whilst carrying on with the... well, here's the thing. Was she in a simulation? Because, I mean, this is what is... this is what Samaritan wants, though. Like, they could have this idea of Shaw thinking, okay, this is another simulation, boom, and all of that. So, yeah. But it works so well because as the viewer, we are having to follow Shaw's journey in these simulations, and it's like, stop, they want to get inside our heads and make us think that, oh yeah, Shaw's still in a simulation, isn't she? Except she's not. Huh, that's a bit of a pickle, isn't it? So when she shoots that doctor and all of that, and she does it so callously, because she thinks she's in a simulation, it suddenly becomes a bit of a... It suddenly becomes absolutely diabolical, doesn't it? So, hey bud, do you want up? It suddenly becomes diabolical because of the fact that you're just have... Do you mind? It does become diabolical. He's watching the birds. It does become diabolical because of the fact that you just suddenly, like, everything just catches up to you. Like, wait, what if this is not a simulation? But here's the problem as well. What if they want her to think that she is not in a simulation? Like, the grand reveal. Oh, that was legit. So that and she was in a simulation all of this time. That, like, her having this realization that she might have actually killed that doctor for realsies. Yeah. See, that's the worry. So, yeah. But I think that was real. And I think there's no disputing it, because, again, they needed Shaw to be in the simulation for episode 4 and the last episode, so that she can, like, as well as us, the viewer, she can be done with this whole... Look, get me out of the simulation, please. It's just annoying. And then she just takes shortcuts to ensure that... Look, I just want to get to the end of this. And then they could do this whole reveal like, oh, you thought you were in a simulation this time. So... It's such a... it's such a manipulative, bullshitty way of doing things. So... But that's what Samaritan needed. So, yeah. Speaking of Samaritan, that voice, when Root was going to give herself up, was absolutely creepy. And they had the bloody kid speaking on behalf of Samaritan. That thing was absolutely creepy. So, can we do more of that, please? Yeah. I also think it would be a nice level up in terms of... I mean, yeah, it would be a nice little bit of a way to try and showcase of Samaritan to level up against the machine, because the machine doesn't have a... It does have a voice in a sense, kind of like like Samaritan does have a voice in a sense of using that creepy kid as a way to... Yeah. And the machine has Root on hand, as we saw them two converse last season. But in a sense, the machine doesn't do what Samaritan did in this episode with that little voice thing on the speaker, because yeah, that was creepy. More of that, just to escalate the creepiness of Samaritan, right? So yeah, but yeah, it was a really gripping episode, really tense stuff. Really enjoyed it. So, yeah, awesome. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!